What's up, everybody? Mike Caluzzi here. How are you? And happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. So, I'm a business coach and trusted advisor to service-based professionals and entrepreneurs who are looking to eliminate overwhelm and frustration in their business. You want to grow your business confidently with a clear value proposition and purpose. So, today I'm going to talk about 5 ways that really will sink your service-based business if you're not aware of them and you're not taking daily action to eliminate them. Because in my experience, I found that many smart, talented service-based professionals who have actually excellent value offerings, they never leave the launching pad or really succeed to the maximum level of their potential. And it oftentimes really has nothing to do with what they're actually offering, but other things, okay, which I'm going to go over with you. So um, if you're joining me live, thank you very much. Just click on live in the chat box and, just let me know you're here, which would be great. If you're watching a replay, just click on hash or type in hashtag replay and let me know, because I love to know when people are engaging in the content. And of course, if things resonate with you during the course of this video, let me know. I would love to hear from you. So we're going to go quickly through these because I know we all have a lot of things to do today and really crush our goals. So 5 ways to sink your service-based business. First and foremost, not knowing your numbers, poor bookkeeping and accounting. Now, I have found in coaching with many people who do not have accounting experience or finance experience, they really shudder at the idea of actually looking at the numbers. Okay. People create that there's a lot of anxiety associated with it because ultimately what people use as their main benchmark of success is obviously the sales results, the numbers, where they show up. But as we encounter challenges in our business and we start getting situations where we're not hitting our numbers initially, or as we're moving forward we realize that we're spending way too much. What do we tend to do? We start avoiding the pain, right? We want to avoid the pain associated with looking at the numbers. The problem with that is it's like the lurking monster that you put into the dark corner. You could avoid it, but it's there. All right. And you need to recognize that. You need to be aware of it, and you actually deserve to be aware of your numbers and update them on a regular basis. Now, another thing is, and this is another thing that I will talk about, is if you are not versed in accounting or bookkeeping, you don't have to be a CPA, you don't have to have a degree in accounting, but you need to understand the fundamentals of financials, what a balance sheet is, what an income statement is, what an operating statement is, what a general ledger is, okay? How the general workings of, an operating budget really works and how you could put one together, okay? And operate off of it. And then monthly look at where your numbers are, because most people really fail to, again, they fail to launch, or they fail to really realize their potential. They usually run out of runway or money because they don't budget properly. And look, if you've been in business, I'll be the first to raise my hand. I've done that. I've done it many times. I've avoided financial responsibility and financial awareness with the hope and the praying that it's all going to ultimately work out. But I'm telling you right now, if you don't really lean into the financial component of your business, you ultimately are going to have challenges doing that. So number one is to, is a surefire way is not knowing your numbers and poor bookkeeping. Number two, failure to expand your skills. Now, this one goes out primarily to people who have already been in business for a long time and are possibly in a transition, looking to do something else, and they want to rely upon the skill set that brought them to where they are currently in order to advance them further. I'm telling you, this will not work. Okay. Why? Because the world is moving at such a fast pace. Okay. That if you're not keeping up, you're out of date. All right. And I know these may be harsh words. Some people may not want to hear them, but it is true. And it's said out of love and care because I want to see you succeed. But I cannot tell you, particularly lawyers, how many lawyers I know who I sit and I talk to and I say, hey, man, you're going to have to leverage some new skill sets. The easiest one is the most simple one is about sales and marketing. And, we can leave that for another day. But ultimately, if you are not evolving, okay, in the current marketplace with current technology, current innovations, engaged, okay? And stopping looking backwards and say, oh, I wish it was simpler. Oh, I wish it was the way it used to be. Forget it. It's gone. The business moves very quickly. You need to move with it, okay? And expand your skill set so that you are not become, I call it, functionally obsolete. Okay, there's a whole host of service-based professionals right now who are functionally obsolete or going to be functionally obsolete. I mean, there's major data to support this. A couple of weeks back, I had done a video about a Harvard business study where they talked about, I think, somewhere in the ballpark of like 64% of all white collar, all like managerial tasks are going to be handled by AI within like the next 6 years. So it's coming, okay, and it's all about the fact that this infrastructure, this technology is all happening in an extremely intense, concentrated environment that is now our current workspace and our current business environment. So you need to expand your skill sets so you can find a comfort level and a value offering and a relatability to current business practices. Okay. Number 3, trying to please everyone. I work with a lot of new entrepreneurs, a lot of newer service-based professionals who want to make sure they're pleasing other people, right? Making sure that they're not stepping on anybody's toes or not being confrontational or things like that. I am definitely not advocating to be argumentative and unreasonable. But what I am telling you is to lean into your belief on what it is that you want to do. And you have to lead. Okay. And you can't, there's that saying where, you cannot lead through, democratic process. Do not try and please everyone, because if you do, you're going to get extremely frustrated. Okay. You're not going to really ultimately find the best solution that you can drive and really be focused in on and directly, direct your efforts each and every day to drive to a specific result. And you're going to waste time. So do not try and please everyone. Align with what your value proposition and your purpose is, and then lean into it. So if this is relatable to you so far, I would love to hear from you in the chat box. Let me know, if this is striking a chord with you. All right. Along those same lines is number 4, which is failing to delegate. Okay. Now, what I talk about in that sense is, again, a true level of self-awareness. If you have a personality type that is super highly analytical, right? Left brain, whatever your scenario is, it's your responsibility as a business owner to know where your strengths are, okay? Also to know what your weaknesses are. Now, one of the big factors that I find a lot of people wasting time on is trying to spend so much time to build up, the areas to which they're weak. You don't have time for that. Okay. What you want to focus in is identify your weak points. Okay. Identify them, and then obtain people and bring people onto your team who could do that task better than you ever could. All right. Don't try and be all things to all people and try and do tasks that bring you frustration. Okay. Lean into your strengths. Okay. And delegate the things that are not your strengths. All right. And number 5 is not opening yourself up to objective critique. All right. That's where the ego comes in. All right. I know many of us who are, like I said, service-based professionals, we've got our professional degrees, we have higher educations, whatever. I don't really care, because honestly, in business, you need to really be open to other people who've already done what you're looking to do, because they're out there, right? All of us, me included. Everything I say in any one of these videos, these are things that I'm either working on myself, coaching other people on, struggled with in the past. So these are all things that I am relating to because I've experienced it, experiencing it, just like all the rest of us. It's just maybe I'm, in a little bit of a different space than you are, but it's just, we're all in this together. Okay. So you have to be open to objective critique. All right. Why? Because someone looking at what it is that you're offering from an outside perspective, they will give you so much insight, okay, in what you're doing, what is resonating and what's not resonating and where your blind spots are. Okay. In business, we talk about, they're called SWOT analysis, right? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And if you can go through that process and then get objective feedback from somebody who can help you in that process, you will go very far, and you will eliminate one of these five things that, one of the five things that, are often figures or things that cause a lot of turmoil, struggle, and also, oftentimes, unfortunately, failure in service-based businesses for folks. So if you are currently in a situation where you're struggling to overcome one of these situations, I offer a free coaching session that help people exactly with these things. Okay. I've been coaching and mentoring people for over 20 years as an attorney, business owner, entrepreneur, hundreds of people who I've sat and coached with over the years and helped. So I feel I can hopefully provide value and service to you as well, but it's really up to you. The most important thing to do is reach out. It's really simple. Help is there by simply just asking for it. So send me an inbox. Send me a message. Say, hey, Mike, I watched your video today. I loved it. I'd love to sit down and talk to you. I'd be happy to do it. So I hope this was helpful to you. And, I know I speak fast. Listen to it a couple times. Let it resonate, okay? And then write down the things that are really pointing out to you. Reach out to me, and I'll make sure I will help you as best as I could. I hope you have an awesome day. Talk to you soon.